Guys, so yeah, you may have seen some recent videos. I am finally even, going through my pile of opportunity. Some of these boxes have been sitting on the shelf, well, for at least 3 years minimum. And yeah, I'm going through and I'm gonna start painting them and sticking them on eBay so I can then go and buy, well, more plastic. So I did recently get contacted by one of you lovely people out there who wanted to commission me to paint this box. So yeah, I'm now taking commissions. People have been asking me for years. I've always sort of said no, but yeah, I'm doing it now. So this is what they want: some orc boys. But say the problem is these boxes have been sitting on the shelf for years. The reason they're there, I did buy some of them because I wanted to paint the figures or one figure in them. So yeah, this box doesn't have the knob boss. So what I said to the guy who wanted me to commission to paint these is, as I haven't got the boss, how about I make up some extra boys? So that's exactly what I've done. So I've now got 13 boys, no knob boss, but yeah, 13 boys in this little set. So yeah, I am going through obviously my bits box to sort of make up the rest of them. Yeah, again, I've had a tray of bits for ages. So yeah, I'm going to sort of go through and make up some models there as well. So as you can see, yeah, I primed them in purple, and well, I think we can call it done because these are now, well, sneaky boys. No, we will paint them. So yeah, I thought I'd do purple sort of base rather than black, and then I did the zenithal highlighting from above. Again, I do like trying out different things. Obviously, dry brushing white is kind of my go-to, but I do like trying the zenithal highlighting as well, because obviously this is what does most of the work, and that's the contrast paints that we use. And obviously this has been a big game changer for me because obviously it does all the work, so it gives you some nice looking, well, contrast in the miniature. Yeah, so they don't look flat or basic or plain or, well, naff, I think is the word I'd probably use. So love using speed paints. Obviously speed paints, Marmy Painter is the main ones I kind of use, but I do have quite a lot of dipping inks as well from Green Stuff World. Although there are obviously a lot of other companies that do sort of contrast paints, which, well, I think need to get in contact with and try out their ones as well. Because obviously, say I've been using the speed paints and the different inks for the last, well, good 3 years, maybe 4 years. I absolutely love these. Obviously, they go on a tree, and as you can see, they pull in all the nooks and recesses, giving you those darker areas, and then the raised flat areas, nice and smooth, nice and clean, and obviously lighter. And as I say, it does all the work for you. So it really does make painting miniatures fast, quick, simple. Again, these are obviously only, I can say this every video, just in case there's new people watching, I do only paint to a tabletop standard. I mean, my videos, I started doing speed paints about 3, 4 years ago. I did always say that I would eventually do like highlights and feathering and all that kind of stuff. I've tried it. I don't like it. Well, I don't like it. I'm no good at it, so we say. So yeah, I'm sticking to what I like. As I said, this hobby is a hobby, and you're meant to enjoy what you do. And for me, yeah, doing the highlighting and the feathering, I could never get the hang of it. I will keep trying every now and then because you never know. One day it might click and I like it, as in like the results and enjoy it. But for the moment, yeah, I'm just sticking with the speed paints, dipping inks, as I do enjoy this bit. And I say it gives me a look of miniatures that I like, which is cool. So one thing I will say though, guys, if you have been using speed paints like all the time and you go to the dipping inks, there's one big difference, and that is the dipping inks are, I always forget the proper term, more fluid, shall we say. I did used to say more watery, but obviously they're not more watered down. They're just more fluid. So yeah, you don't want to load your brush up too much because the paints will run and flow very quickly. But again, that does give great results because it really does mean you do get the nice, say, darker areas in the recesses where it all pulls. So that's the metallic paints done. Obviously, they will get a wash afterwards. And then this intensity ink. This is one of the best blacks I think I've ever used. Again, it's nice and fluid, and you do get that lovely look of the dark and the light sort of colours in the black. So this is what I typically do for guns. So with guns, yeah, it is a case of doing the metallic colours, silver and copper, and then a bit of black. Sometimes I add a bit more colour. And this is where I love painting orcs. There really is no wrong or right way to paint orcs. because obviously they don't take themselves seriously. You can chuck in a lot of vivid colours if you want to, and you really can paint them and say however you like, which is why these have always been my favourite. I've loved orcs, and if you've seen one of my recent videos, orcs were the first thing I ever painted on this channel. And if I'm honest, I did kind of get into Warhammer by accident. During the second lockdown here in the UK, I got bored, obviously like a lot of people. I wanted to start to paint miniatures. So I went on Amazon, typed in orcs, because I've always liked orcs. But I was thinking more these sort of Dungeons and Dragons fantasy orcs. And that's what I was going to get, them sort of miniatures. But obviously, lo and behold, Warhammer orcs popped up. Loved the look of them. And the rest, as I say, is history. So yeah, here we are, 5.5 years later. And yeah, I love these green skins. So what I'm doing now with the mouse, again, I am still learning new things, trying out new techniques. So I always used to try and do their lips a different color, but now I'm painting like the whole of their mouth and their lips in like a pinkish color. And then obviously going over and doing the whiteness of the teeth after. So obviously I love watching videos like you guys. So I'm always watching other painters, seeing what they do. And then every now and then you sort of pick up something from someone, you give it a go. And if you like it, then yeah, you stick with it. If you don't, well, at least you've tried. And that's why I love this hobby. Lots of people share what they do, which is absolutely awesome. Because obviously then means that we can all learn from each other. And obviously a bit of trial and error. You try something, if you like it, great. If you don't, you just try something else. So they're pretty much done. So this is where now obviously I go over with the wash, because the metallic colors, as I always say, they go on really, really well. They just don't have the same effect like the rest of the sort of speed paints, dipping inks, and then they don't really pool in the nooks and crannies and get darker. So good old wash. Yeah, that definitely gives it a little bit more to it, a bit more weathering as well, which is pretty cool. So let's get these guys pretty much done. As I say, this is the first sort of proper commission I've ever done, which is absolutely awesome. So we'll be doing obviously more commission work. And I say obviously my backlog or my part of opportunity, I will be obviously getting through and well sticking on eBay. So check out the links down below. So say that's these guys done. Absolutely love how they've come out with the basing. I'm not doing the basing because the chap that's buying them, obviously he's building obviously a bigger army. So he's going to be able to do all the bases the same, which is pretty cool. But obviously this is just going to be like a little unit of orcs that that I painted. So yeah, really pleased how these come out. Say love the look of them. And obviously this really has got me back into painting orcs, because I haven't painted orcs for quite a while. And I forgot just how much I love these things. So yeah, these won't be sitting on my desk or on a shelf or in a box somewhere. Well, they are going to go in a box, but that's because I'm going to post these out. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in sort of me painting something for you, my email is in the description. Just send me an email, and yeah, we can work something out in regards to me sort of painting, well, a little army for you. So yeah, absolutely love it. As I say, it's an excuse for me to go and buy more stuff and to paint more bits and pieces. And the other thing I will say, guys, if you do have any bits that you don't use, as in bits on the sprue, by all means, yeah, message me and send me, well, what bits you have, because I want to sort of get more bits and pieces from my bits box, just so I can complete. Say, a lot of the boxes that I've got up on my shelf, I have gone through, and some of them are incomplete because obviously I brought the box for whatever reason, taken out that one miniature that I wanted, them up, but obviously still got the boxes up on my shelves. So yeah, and again, guys, don't forget to check out the link to eBay down below, just so you can sort of see what miniatures that I am putting on there. So the chap that bought the Boyz, he also bought the Gretchen that I literally put on eBay. Yeah, I put it on and he brought it within 10 minutes, which is absolutely awesome. So you can see, yeah, my bits box is sort of coming on a treat now. I have started sorting them out into little compartments. So if I want an orc head, I know exactly where to go, which is just great. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that fun stuff. And yeah, check out my eBay page so I can I can go and buy more grey stuff to paint. You can see, yeah, orcs, absolutely love them. Can't get enough of them. Okay, guys, you all take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.